Today I want to share with you a secret about how to sell more wine, spirits, beer, or just about anything else to on-premise accounts, restaurants, bars, hotels. I call it a secret because apparently so few people know about it. Now, some of you are going to see this video and you're going to say, hey man, I've been selling this way my whole career. You're preaching to the choir. Well, that's great, and I salute you if this is how you sell. But for the vast majority of ham-handed hacks out there who really don't understand why a restaurant would buy one product over another product, then this video is for you. And I hope that you take away some really valuable stuff from it. You know, I used to be a restaurant buyer before I got into the wine business. I'm pretty sure my success selling wine and spirits to restaurants is because I understand what it's like to live in that world. You know, unlike retail stores where buying and selling is the role of a particular person, in a restaurant that's rarely the case. The person buying wine has a lot of other stuff to do. Scheduling wait staff and bartender staff, taking inventory. There's just a million things I got to do. Buying wine is only a part of it. So one of the keys, secrets, if you will, of selling to restaurants is to place a very high value on their time. So without further ado, a couple of keys here about the secret to selling on-premise. Number one, this may come as a shock to you, but it's not about your product or even about you and how much you know. It's just not. I got news for you. There's 1,000 Chardonnays just as good as yours at the same price. Your products are not so distinct that some restaurant has to have them. And the problem here is if you go on and on and on about your oak regimen and how often you stir the lees and the soil types, all that stuff is very interesting and titillating. But when it comes to selling wine in a restaurant, it just doesn't make any difference. And you are wasting your time and the buyer's time by thinking that is somehow significant. You know, I have 3 lists. One is what it's definitely not about when it comes to selling wine and spirits to restaurants, a list of what it might be about, and then a list of what it's absolutely about. And if you operate inside of that paradigm, you're going to be so much more successful. The bottom line is you got to get your focus off yourself and onto your customer. There's 3 things restaurants want all over the world. They want the same 3 things. They want to grow their revenue. They want to control their costs. Not necessarily lower them, that's a beautiful thing, but controlling them is the main thing. And then they want to improve guest satisfaction. How is your product going to help them do that? If you don't understand what the components are for each of those 3 things, you're not going to be very successful. You're going to be like everyone else, comes in with their sample bag full of stuff that you need to sell. By the way, when you do that, where's your focus? Is your focus on the customer? Absolutely not. It's on you and what you need to sell. And it's just disgusting. It gives all professional salespeople, those of us who consider ourselves to be professional salespeople, it gives us a bad name. See, I've sold millions of cases of wine to restaurants, hotels, bars over my 32-year career. And I did it by providing great service, being super dependable, and being trustworthy. So you can get anything you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. The more you act like a salesperson, the less you're going to sell. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Oh, this all sounds really great, Ben. You're so slick and flowery in your language and how you speak. I'm telling you, this is the truth. Put your focus on the restaurants, understand what they're up against, service them, help them meet their goals, and you'll sell more wine and spirits than you ever thought possible. You want to own the wine list? You want to own the by the glass list? You want to own the cocktail menu, the back bar, the banquet list, the room service list, the late night list, the happy hour list? You want to own those things? Then earn it. Earn it by paying attention to what's important to the restaurant. Let me go back to that list of 3 things that every restaurant wants. Growing revenue. So how do you help a restaurant grow revenue? Well, you've got to bring stuff that's going to sell and not collect dust. You've got to help them improve traffic. How can you help a restaurant improve their foot traffic? How can you help them grow their check average? How can you increase incidence? And if you don't know what incidence is, then you got no business selling to a restaurant. Go find out. The second thing, controlling costs. Controlling costs just isn't always about lowering the price. It's about honoring the price you quoted. It's about being, having some efficiencies in the operation, helping the operation lower inventory levels. Most restaurants have a fortune in inventory, and turning inventory is not the most sexy part of buying wine, but it's important, and you can help by bringing them stuff that's going to turn and making sure that everything you've sold them is turning. So controlling costs is a function of several things: efficiency, managing inventory, and being honoring the prices that you quote. The third thing, which is improving guest satisfaction, here's where it might come into play about your product. Is there a market for your product? Do you have a large social media following for your product? Do people have a passion for your product? Providing guest satisfaction in a restaurant is all about the experience, this quality value thing, delighting and surprising guests with new discoveries. This of the wine category and the spirits category and the craft beer category is a wonderful place to do that. Great restaurateurs curate a selection of products that are going to surprise and delight their guests. But that should be your approach. That should be your focus, not on what you need to sell. So you want to be successful selling wine to restaurants? I would replay this video, make a few notes, and start to think about how important it is to not be just another salesperson talking about your products, overcoming objections. It's just, that isn't the way to sales success. So if you want to sell more wine, you want to make big bonus checks, you want to keep your boss off your back, you want to win incentive trips, you want to dominate your territory, these are the ways to do it. And until you figure it out, it will forever remain a secret.